All right. What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone is having a fantastic start to their week and you are ready for Thanksgiving, having some time to just relax, be with family, and just decompress after hopefully an incredibly exciting growth year for you in 2024. It's finally time to kind of wind down, reflect, think about all the things that we're grateful for. And today, what I want to do to start off Thanksgiving week is to share with you some of the greatest, most impactful tools that we've created here at Clinical Marketer that are based in AI that have been saving not only us as a business hours and hours of time, but saving our clients a tremendous amount of time and effort in one of the activities that they hate more than anything, which is copywriting, writing emails, coming up with their ads, coming up with content ideas. What do we say in those pieces of content that we're creating? And so today I'm going to reveal the 3 greatest AI tools that we've created to boost your profits and save you hours and hours of time and effort and headache in writing your emails, your promo cycles, coming up with content ideas, and really just show you kind of the backbone of every single thing that we do here at Clinical Marketer. So if you're tuning in live, comment live. If you're catching the replay, comment replay. The reason that I ask that is we teach the absolute best stuff that we have here at Clinical Marketer for free inside of this group. And the only thing that we ask is that you spread the word when you get value out of what it is that we're creating. So if you get value out of this, make sure you comment live and replay. That's going to tell the algorithm to push it out to more people inside of this community. And so I'm going to be doing a couple things here today. I have a couple of resources and documents I'm going to share with you that everyone can get access to. Just comment AI below. We'll follow up with you to make sure you get access to the resource I'm going to be walking you through today, as well as links so that you can access the AI tools that I'm going to be sharing with you during today's live stream. So let's dig into it. I'm going to share my screen here real quick. Share screen. Let's do the entire screen and let's do this one. Okay. So if you can hear me and you can see me okay, do me a big favor and just let me know in the comments so that I know this is coming through okay, making sure that I got the right mic connected and all that good stuff. Let's get the mic a little bit closer to me. Okay, so if you can hear me and see me okay, just let me know in the comments just so I know that we're live, everything's looking good. Looks good on my end. Okay, cool. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be walking you through a few different things. Number one, I'm going to walk you through the entire system that we know is working the best to grow and scale cash physical therapy practice, whether you're starting from zero and hoping to get to your first 10K, or if you're already 10K a month, or you're already doing $15,000, $20,000 a month inside of your practice. I'm going to show you the system that we're using to scale practices safer, faster, and with less effort inside of our coaching programs. Now, of course, I'm going to walk you through how all that stuff works, and I'm going to show you why having a great content strategy, a way to generate consistent emails, ads, marketing materials, how you're talking about your services and who you help during your workshops. I'm going to show you how we come up with all of this stuff to make sure that we have a very on-brand message that's consistent and attracts the best types of patients that we want inside of our practice. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through what we call the Objection Prehab funnel here in a minute. And if this is something that you want to watch and get to know more about, I'll show you a video that you can go to that's going to break down every single step of this process in detail. But today I really want to focus on the AI tools that we have for creating our foundational copy, creating content, for running promo cycles, and how we're able to write world-class copy without becoming a copywriter or having to spend thousands and thousands of dollars for someone else to do it for us. Today, in today's day and age, especially in the physical therapy space, you don't need to be a great copywriter. You don't need to hire a marketing agency to write great copy either. Writing copy in our niche is kind of like what calculators used to be for math class. We all had a teacher that would say like, hey, you have to learn how to do this by hand because you might not always have a calculator handy, which we all know was the greatest lie of the early 2000s if you were in school during those times, because obviously we all have smartphones now. But today, all practice owners, all entrepreneurs in the cash physical therapy game, we don't need to be copywriters and we don't need to learn how to do this stuff by hand because we have AI, and AI has come incredibly far. I'm going to show you some tools that we've built that are specifically customized and designed for cash physical therapists around what we know is working the best right now to acquire and retain patients. Okay, so you don't need to be a great copywriter in order to have a really effective email strategy, content strategy for your websites, your marketing material, whatever it is. I'm going to show you exactly how we do all of this good stuff. So before we dive into all that, I want to show you the high level view of the system that we've designed that is allowing practice owners, brand new practice owners, to reach $15,000, $20,000 a month within 30 to 60 days. Or for those who are already like doing 20, 30K, how to easily add an extra $10,000 to $20,000 a month using the system that I'm about to walk you through. Okay, so we call it the Objection Prehab funnel because what it does is it builds trust, it builds authority before someone ever actually shows up to their evaluation, so that they're already bought in to what you do, how you do it, and they're already interested in your cash packages. Okay, and so I'm going to show you how this whole thing works. I'm not going to walk you through every single piece in here. There's two sides to this. This is kind of like the systems side of it, and then this side of it is the much more visual side. And so these are the same systems side by side. One is just very visual on how we do it. And so the Objection Prehab funnel isn't a marketing strategy. It's not a sales strategy. It is a business system. Okay, and so it takes all of our prospects through our lead acquisition stage to the lead nurturing stage. Once we've already gotten them on our email or our contact lists, once they become a patient, or how do we convert these leads into cash paying patients? How do we get them to stick around longer and refer more often? And then how to generate more referrals, how to get more reviews, how to get more retention. And so the systems that we teach, it's not just about acquisition. It's really all about how to be world-class as an entrepreneur. How do we identify the right constraints within our business? Where are our weak points? How do we optimize that? And how do we make sure that for every lead we get, we're maximizing how many convert and how long they're staying with us, so that we aren't always stressed to find more patients because the people that we're acquiring are sticking around longer. Okay, and so I'm going to show you a couple key components to this because it's really important to understand the system, to understand why your copy is so incredibly important. I'm going to give you the underlying tools that we're using to make this whole system actually work. Okay, and so we have two means of acquisition. Okay, we have the organic side of things, and then we have the paid side of things. Okay, and so our clients, we're starting them off by running pretty simple voucher-based ads with incredibly specific copy that's speaking to the hearts and minds of our most perfect patients to repel people who aren't a good fit, and for the people who are a good fit, feel like they feel heard, seen, and understood for the very first time. And the business that can describe their avatar's problems the best are always perceived to have the best solution. And so this is how we're getting people to pay premium rates, because they want specialists, they want experts, they want people that understand who they are as people, because maybe you are the type of person you're trying to attract. Maybe you are a mother, maybe you are a CrossFit athlete, maybe you are a runner. And how do we effectively communicate that is who we are as people? And how do we talk about people's problems in a way that gets them to raise their hand and say, yes, I've been waiting for something like this. I'm tired of being told I just need to rest or stop doing certain things because of my age, blah, blah, blah. So we start off with basic vouchers. And then on top of that, to scale those campaigns and to make our competition irrelevant, because with these basic standard images within ads, our competition is always going to copy what they see us running consistently, because we're consistently running it. We're running the same ad for 6 months. Obviously, it's working. And so how do we stop competition from being able to copy us? Well, the next stage is creating short form content. We're living in the short form era. This is the greatest opportunity for online marketers and online business owners, or for businesses who are advertising online, because all the platforms right now, TikTok, Instagram, Meta, YouTube, they're all optimizing for short form videos. So we're getting more reach and more exposure than ever before right now. This is the golden age of short form video. And so we're coaching our clients on how do we create engaging short form video that gets people to not just watch, but actually want to work with you. Because in business, we don't care about views. That is a vanity metric. What we care about is whether or not people are actually booking visits. And so I see a lot of people online who are making the wrong types of content, trying to get as many views as possible, but that's not translating into booked appointments. And so one of the things that we do is teach them how to create that style of content. And when we have winning pieces of content, we then put ad budget behind it to show it to our entire community so that we can start to build trust, build authority, and be seen as the go-to expert because they see our face, not just on Instagram, but on Meta, on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube. So short form video is becoming a huge growth driver for cash practices, especially when you combine that with paid ads. Now, once people click our ads, we're taking them to pretty robust landing pages that really talk deeply about what it is that we do, how we help people, and what it's actually going to take to achieve the result that they have. We're actually pre-framing our cash packages on these landing pages. And because we're doing this short form content, and before people ever get to this landing page, they've already consumed hours of our content, they're showing up, they're opting in more, and they're more bought in, ready to invest than ever before because of this strategy. Now, once people are opting into these pages, they're then being taken to these custom thank you pages where we have videos indoctrinating them a little bit further, demonstrating our expertise and making sure they understand what the next steps are to continue to build momentum on the relationship that's been established. We're sending particular text messages. We're sending them further videos from the treating physical therapist. And on top of all of this stuff, we are putting together specific phone scripts and onboarding processes that speak to the soul of the person that we're trying to become a patient of ours. And this means that we have to overcome what we call scheduler's remorse. Maybe your ads did a great job of getting people excited to work with you. Maybe your landing page did its job and it's getting people to opt in. But once people kind of opt in, they're starting to think like, do I really want to do this? Do we really have time for this? They're starting to look for red flags. And so how we validate them for making the choice to schedule with us is incredibly important. And so the messaging that we have in our ads, our landing pages, our follow-up processes, our phone scripts, the emails and things that we're sending them once they actually book an appointment, all of this has to be in complete alignment, because the second that they feel like something, the delivery of what was promised doesn't feel like it's aligning, or the ads and the landing pages promise something that is just transcends typical physical therapy, if the way you talk to them and the process you have after they actually book doesn't feel head and shoulders above what they may have tried elsewhere, they're going to assume that you just had a lot of marketing fluff and they got kind of tricked by good marketing or good salesmanship. Okay. Because if it feels like what they've tried in the past, why in their minds would they perceive you to actually be different? And therefore, why would they pay a premium to get what they could potentially get elsewhere? And so the messaging that we have in all of these things is so important, and it has to build off of the momentum and consistently validate them and build excitement around the next step so that they actually go to it, which means we're pre-framing the goal that they ultimately have for themselves. We are overcoming their fears. We are handling any objections that they might have in advance through our messaging to take all of the pressure of generating the sale off of your PTs. And so it's so important that we are, am I not sharing my screen? Share. Okay, let me just, I'm going to double check, just make sure you guys are able to see this. Okay, let's move the Facebook Live over here. Just bear with me. I just want to make sure you guys are able to see this really incredible thing that that I'm walking you through right now. Okay, is everyone able to see my screen over here? Okay, I think we're all on the same page now. Let me give this a little wiggle because the delay on the Facebook live stream is a little off. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. Okay, so like I said, we're starting off with short form ads, voucher ads, driving them to very specific landing pages, talking to very specific problems, and driving them through an onboarding experience that gets people super excited for the next step. So by the time they show up to their evaluation, we've already addressed all of their fears, all of their objections, and they're ready to invest. Okay, thanks, AJ. Appreciate you, brother. Okay. So right now, we've taken them from ads to our landing pages, to our thank you pages where we're incentivizing further action. And then we began the onboarding experience where we have very tailored emails that are going to each person to make them feel really good about the decision they made, make them certain that they didn't just get tricked by good marketing. And then we train people on the kind of the soft skills of doing the evaluation, make people convert. But then we also have different strategies for making sure that people are sticking around longer. They are referring more people to us. And we've had tremendous success doing all this stuff using different referral cards where people are very quickly exploding their practices because they finally have an aligned message speaking to one specific person through one specific marketing channel with one specific sales process that's making scaling substantially easier. Now, once, of course, we get people in the door, we want to retain them for as long as possible. And that's why we have two particular strategies, three really, to get people to stick around longer. One of those is having a continuity program to ascend our patients into so that we can see them once a month, which we have about a 25% take rate on, which of course means they're coming in more often, which means we're selling more packages to them, which means they're referring and leaving reviews more often. But then we also have our 6-month check-in where we never want to discharge a patient. We're either sending them into our continuity program or we're scheduling them on a 6-month tune-up check-in. Okay, that we always are booking a follow-up visit to make sure people are coming back, they're staying injury-free, they're preventing potential injuries, and they're performing at their absolute best. Now, the third way is one of the most fun ways, which we call promo cycles, which we run either biannually or quarterly, where we come up with a high ticket offer between $1,500 and $2,000, and we give people an opportunity to buy our most premium packages at a discounted rate to create fast infusions of cash into the practice during times of the year that are notoriously slow. Like right now, during the holidays, we counteract the holiday slows by running a promo, getting our biggest fans re-engaged with the business, reinvesting in the business, and coming back in to offset any of the cancellations that we might have during this time of year. Now, this system works incredibly well. We've had people generate $70,000 plus just from running these end-of-year promo cycles. Now, the key to all of this stuff, to making this whole system work, is having a aligned message and speaking to the problems, the fears, the goals, the aspirations that our most ideal prospect has. And if we don't know how to do that, and if we don't have an aligned, synced message that is overcoming these fears and doubts that people have, this whole system falls flat. And so the first thing that we do, and the first AI tool I'm going to walk you through, is our cash practice copy blueprint. Now, this blueprint is the resource that we either give to our marketing teams or we give to any agencies we might work with so that they know exactly who to write and have top of mind as they're coming up with any sort of promotional material. Okay, so I'm going to show you how this looks right here. Now, if you want a bigger breakdown of this entire system where I explain each step in detail, just put Objection Prehab in the comments below, and I'll send you the training video where I walk through this entire thing and how we're leveraging it to book 3 to 5 cash packages each and every week. Okay, so this video break down the entire thing. Okay, now the foundation of this entire thing is the copy, the content we're creating, and then the promo cycles that we're running to keep people engaged with our business. Okay, so the cash practice blueprint is really, really powerful. And all of you can get access to this. Just put AI in the comments and we'll follow up with you to get access to these tools. So the first thing that we're going to do is basically put in and describe our business and who we help. So I'll just do, I will do a runner avatar. Okay, I run, let's wake up my keyboard. I own a cash-based therapy clinic specializing in working with runners who want to run pain-free without taking breaks or needing injections, painkillers, or surgery. They fear having to slow down or eventually stop running altogether. Okay, and so the more details you actually put in about this avatar, the better report you're going to get. But this is actually enough to come up with a really good base to inspire all of the marketing material that we're going to create. So let's just send this. And it's going to print out an entire report telling us the fears, the goals, the secondary fears and goals, the biggest objections they have, the expensive alternatives they have. And it's also going to recommend different offers and unique mechanisms that we use to strengthen all of our marketing material. Because if we're just marketing physical therapy, we are a commodity. But if we can talk to the hearts and minds of our prospects while offering them a unique solution that they can't just go and get anywhere else, that is going to 10x the results you're going to have with your marketing. I'll show you here what I mean here in a second. Okay, so this report is going to, one, break down your niche. It's going to break down your avatar, 25 to 55-year-olds, primary active men and women, passionate about running, suburban areas, they're professionals, they're athletes, they're enthusiasts. Okay, now primary goals: eliminate pain and discomfort while running, avoid taking prolonged breaks from running, prevent future injuries to maintain an active lifestyle, improve running performance and stamina. Okay, perfect. Secondary goals: injury-resistant body, build confidence in their ability to run without fear of setbacks, learn personalized strategies, optimize running techniques. Super good. So you want to read through this and just make sure that it is as accurate with your avatar as possible. Good enough isn't great. Okay. You want to make sure that every detail you know about your avatar that would be powerful in your branding and your marketing, make sure you add in here. So if let's say one of their please update this with a secondary goal of not missing out on time with friends while running or losing their identity as a runner or losing their primary method of stress relief. Okay. So I'll just give it some like additional details to update it, and it'll reprint this whole report with the additional details that you added in there. Okay. So you can always edit this, but we trained it so it's on all of the avatars that we work with. And so this can get pretty dang close. So let me, I'm going to change the size of this and make this bigger. Okay. So now we're getting primary goals, frustration with generic and templated solutions, limited guidance on how to safely run without injury, difficulty following advice from providers who recommend stop running, emotional stress caused by reduced physical activity, ultimate fear, being forced to quit running permanently due to chronic pain or injury, losing an essential part of their active lifestyle and identity. Nice. Okay, false solutions, over-the-counter painkillers, temporary relief, cortisone injections, generic physical therapy, online advice, resting indefinitely with no clear recovery plan. I love it. Okay, mistaken beliefs. These are so powerful, and this makes great short form content or blogs that you can write for your practice. Okay, pain is just part of running. I need to push through it. Surgery is the only long-term solution. Taking a break will automatically solve the problem. All physical therapy is the same and only offers temporary relief. I think some other ones is that you can just like stretch away the pain. I know is a huge one within runners, so we can update this with some more beliefs that you know that your avatar has. But those are pretty dang good. Biggest objections. How do I know this will actually work? Why should I pay cash for physical therapy? Okay. So all of this is really, really accurate so far. Okay. This is the stuff that we want to center all of our marketing messaging, our emails, our ads, our promos, our blogs, our short form content, all of that stuff should be based off of this. Now, whenever we're doing marketing, we always want to do it with one specific person in mind, because if we're trying to be general, we're not actually reaching anybody. No one's ever going to see us as the go-to expert for physical therapy. And so we want to keep one person in mind. And so we break down a very specific avatar. And so if this matches your avatar, every single piece of promotional material you do should be designed with Sarah in mind. Okay, so it breaks down, this is where it's giving us ideas around what we can do for a primary offer. Because again, if we're just offering physical therapy, it's a commodity and people can just get it anywhere. But maybe your clinic is the only one that offers the Run Without Limits program, or has the endurance recovery technique. Okay, so now we're starting to get much more tailored and specialized for runners. That's going to make us perceived as the ultimate authority for runners within your area. And so I'll do a different training on like unique mechanisms, but this is one of the most powerful things you can do for your marketing. So let's say that you like this. This matches your brand. This matches the packages you want to sell. And this is basically what you're selling people into after the evaluation. So great. Based on everything that I'm finding, Mrs. Smith, I think you're a perfect fit for our endurance recovery, our endurance recovery program. And then that's basically what you call and frame your packages around. Then you break down the 3 steps that you take them through during this program to help them achieve their ultimate goal. Okay, so that's what this whole report creates. It gives you some content ideas, the most frequently asked questions. And now this is what we're going to use to create all of our marketing material. And so I would copy and paste this entire thing into a Google Doc where you can always have it handy. So if you ever hire a marketer and you're trying to help them understand who it is served, you can just hand them this piece of paper. Or if you have an admin or a PT who's helping you with marketing, this is the blueprint that they should base everything off of. Okay, so now that I have this document, I've gone through it, everything's great. I've added in any additional details that I want to add to it, and I've saved this document. Now, the next thing that we can do with this document is to start to come up with the ads or the short form copy or the short form content that we're going to use to build an audience and an authority inside our community. Okay, and so one of my other favorite AI tools that we've created is our cash practice content generator. One of the things that I know our clients hate isn't necessarily making the content, it's coming up with the ideas for the content and figuring out like, what do I say in this content? And it stops them from ever getting started. And so this tool comes up, creates 150 different content ideas. It gives you the hook. It gives you an idea for the main body for the video, and it gives you a call to action so that coming up with content and recording it becomes really, really simple because you already have the idea, you got the hook. Now you basically just got to fill in the blank with your expertise, which is the part that you are the best at. It's the part that you know. It's the hooks and the call to actions and the ideas that really hold a lot of you back. And so for here, I'm just going to paste in the cash practice copy blueprint I created. And I'm going to say, please create me 150 engaging short form video ideas based on my patient avatar blueprint I've provided below. I don't know why I always say please to AI. It just feels rude not to. Does anyone else do that? I feel like I have to respect it in case they ever take over the world. They'll recap and reflect on how kind and respectful I was in its early years. Okay, so now it's coming out with a bunch of new content ideas. Okay, so the first 10 are going to be, looks like the pain points. 11 through 20 are desired outcomes. So let's just look at some of these ideas. Now, when I create all these ideas, I am going to copy and paste all these into my notes app or a Google Doc so that I just always have a list of ideas. And then every single week, you should just look for 1 or 2 of these that are inspiring to you, that you have an immediate answer for, that aren't going to take you a whole lot of time, so that you can pump out content every week in just a few minutes. Okay. So I'm going to basically, once I have my whole list here, and it will stop around like 20 or 30. Keep going, please. And it'll keep going all the way up to 100. Okay. And so basically it wants to stop and make sure it's like, hey, am I on the right track or not? And if you have a content idea, just plug it in here, give you more ideas. Okay. So let's look at some hooks. Do your knees ache every time you hit the pavement? Great hook. Okay, main body. Here are 3 exercises to reduce knee strain and keep your running pain-free. Okay, so easy. Most of you can make a video in 2 seconds. Okay, you know 3 exercises that you can demonstrate really, really easily to come up with this. Okay, running with back pain. Here's what you're missing. Struggling with shin splints after every run. Okay, these are good. Avoid these 3 mistakes if you're dealing with Achilles pain. Okay, and so this is an incredibly powerful but very, very simple tool that is going to make it so easy for you to come up with your short form content. Again, I recommend doing 1 to 2 at best do 3 short form videos each and every week. If you're a real content producer, you're going to try to do at least 1 video every single day. But with our system, we really only need to do 1 or 2 a day because we are putting ad budget behind it. That's going to make sure more people see it. So we don't have to publish 3 videos a day to milk the algorithm, to get it to show more people, because the algorithm knows we're a consistent content producer. Okay, we're not asking anyone to become a content producer. We just need you to come up with videos consistently enough that we can find what works so that we can put budget behind it to acquire leads at scale. Okay, and so this tool makes that incredibly easy. Now, if you're watching this right now or you're watching the replay, let me know what's an avatar that you have. And if you want me to run this and come up with some content ideas for you, I'd be happy to do that. I'd love to do it live if we have someone here that's willing to punch this out. Then I'll send you all of the hooks and the content ideas for you. But this is something that if you put AI in the comments, we'll send you the resource that has links to all of these AI tools for you. Okay. And so here one. Okay, it starts with the blueprint. Then we create all the content ideas that we can create the short form content that we're then going to use as ads to generate leads. Now, the third AI tool that we use is for our open enrollment campaigns. We use this AI to write promotions for our email list that are basically going to reactivate past patients or leads that have gone cold by putting a unique and compelling offer in front of them. We typically only run these at the end of the year or at the very beginning of the year with maybe smaller promotions that are much more like specific throughout the year. But using this campaign, let me show you like some examples here. Okay. Doing what I'm about to show you has literally helped our clients, individuals, generate upwards of $70,000 and even $80,000 running promo cycles. Okay, they have pretty large lists. That's not that's I would say the average is $10,000 to $20,000 running a promo cycle. But when you run that at the end of the year, when the holidays kind of riddle us with cancellation problems, it's a really, really effective strategy to create surges in cash flow to make sure that all your bases are covered and you're still profitable during the holiday seasons. But these are just a few. Okay, Marcy ran one, generated 10K in a single day. Luke generated 50 clients. I think he generated over $70,000 from this open enrollment campaign I'm about to show you. And this goes on and on and on. So end of year promos are incredibly, incredibly powerful. Now, this tool, instead of you needing to become a copywriting wizard or expert, this tool allows us to come up with really, really good 5-day email and text campaigns that are going to reactivate your clients and make you tens of thousands of dollars by doing so. And so all you have to do using this tool is basically say, one, describe the offer that you're promoting. Again, I recommend doing like a $1,500 to $2,000 offer. Maybe they get 13 sessions for the price of 10. And again, you're just getting past patients back in the door, reactivating your biggest fans. And so let's say I'm running an end of year promotion for to past patients where they can buy 13 sessions for the price of 10. The offer is $1,500. $1,500, but the normal price, let's say, is $2,200. Okay, maybe that's how it breaks. I don't know what that would. Let's say $2,200 divided by 13. Okay, yeah, that's about a $170 session. Let's do what would 13 sessions times 200 be? Okay, that's closer. Okay. So $2,600. Okay, so huge price savings. Plus, they'll receive 3 sessions of recovery boots and 3 medical fitness training sessions. Here is my avatar information. Please write my end of year promo cycle emails and SMS. Okay, then I'll just paste the practice foundational copy blueprint with my avatar information below. and it will then produce the entire promo cycle for us so that we don't have to spend weeks agonizing over what do I say, what do I write, what do I promote, and it makes it really, really okay. Subject line: end of your opportunity you can't miss. I've been working on something truly special to close out 2024, and it's finally time to share it with you all. Okay, so we have email anticipation. Day 2, it's going to write the email that drops all of the details. Any of your Run Without Limits program, here's the deal. You'll receive 13 sessions for the price of 10 at $1,500, normally $2,600, plus 3 recovery boot sessions. Imagine eliminating pain, avoiding injuries, all saving thousands on premium care. Well, you're training for the next race or simply want to stay injury-free in 2024. This offer is perfect for runners like you. Okay, see, like we've ran hundreds of cycles at this point, and so this GT is really, really optimized. And so these emails are really powerful. So it not only gives you the emails, it also gives you the SMS text blasts to send out to your list. And so the way that we run promos is it is a 5-day promo cycle. Well, really 6-day. We send it on a Sunday to build anticipation so that when we release the details, people are already like excited and looking for it. It's going to skyrocket your open rates. As well as the number of people are going to opt in right away because they want to get in on the deal before it disappears, knowing that there's a limited number of spots. Okay, so day 2, release the details. Day 3 is build the emotional connection and justify the right side of the brain by using patience and increasing belief. Day 4 is we're focusing on the logical side of the brain because people start a buying process with emotion, and then they justify it with logic. So day 4 is all about logic, what they're going to get, and building that scarcity and urgency. Then day 5 is just building on FOMO. Like this is your last chance to do it. And then we announce that doors are officially closed. But then it will say that, hey, let's see if the AI created it. If you missed out, don't worry, you can join our wait list. Yes. So it announces a wait list, and you'll find a lot of people that once you take the opportunity away from them, we say doors are closed, you can't get in, but if you want to be on the wait list, just let us know, and then end up getting several more sales off of that. And this is an incredibly handy GPT that a lot of people just never run promos because they just don't know what to say, how to promote it. And this just takes all of that off of your plate. So to get access to this GPT to run a promo cycle that very easily can add tens of thousands of dollars to your bottom line before the end of 2024, just put AI below and I'll send you this entire doc that basically links to all of the AI tools I just walked you through. Yeah, thanks, Tara. Appreciate it. I'll send the links over to you so you can use it as well. Carlos, sure that we get that over to you. And everybody, that is the training. Now, if you're here and you want me to put together a promo cycle for you or help you come up with content ideas, just let me know about your avatar below and I'll be happy to help you do it live. Otherwise, just put AI, we'll send you the resource. And if you have any follow-up questions, I would be more than happy to do that. So everybody, I just want to say thank you so much for being a part of this community. It is so incredibly fun for me and for Ben to get all the questions that you reach out to us with every single week and get to create content that serves you and helps you turn the corner inside of your practice. Doing lives like this are so incredibly fun. I love this stuff. Hopefully you can tell how passionate I am about all of this. And so building off of this, if you have any questions about AI, how to leverage it inside of your practice, please let me know. I'll be happy to answer it. Or if there are any other constraints or bottlenecks, things that are just preventing you from getting your practice to where it needs to be or preventing you from enjoying practice ownership the way that you should, just reach out, let us know what you're struggling with, and we would be more than happy to help you create more content and resources that will help you break through whatever it is you might be struggling with. Now, as always, if you're interested in learning what it would look like to lock arms and work with us one-on-one to implement the entire objection prehab funnel into your practice and work one-on-one to optimize and scale your practice with less headaches and less effort, just put booked below and we'll follow up with you and we can have an open, honest conversation about where you're at, where you're trying to go, and just authentically tell you exactly what we would do if we were in your shoes. And if it makes sense for us to have a deeper conversation about what our paid programs look like, we can obviously chat about that. But if there's anything we can do, just reach out. We'd be happy to help in any way that we can. Everybody, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thanks for being here. Enjoy your time with family, and then be ready next week, Monday. We'll be back here with a brand new training. We're going live every single Monday at 11 a.m. Central. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Later.